And it looks like they'll make their way quickly into the B site. KENSI has seen 1 and 2, including that bomb. almazer also held on the short aggression. Will catch Lucky, get that frag together, and KENSI continues facing around to try to set up the backstab here.
Yeah, CTs are so quick on rotation. They're even having a counter boost to look over towards the side. This could lead in for even more damage.
almazer seen 1 over at the Toxic Barrel's going to call that information to his teammates. Couldn't quite line up the shot to connect on the kill and turn the man advantage back towards their favor. Krad and Lion getting a couple of good picks back. almazer and Jerry dealing damage in a 3-on-2 situation. EPG held away, but Alien still lands his kill shot onto almazer's head. Wallbang kill connecting, forcing the issue. Flick gets that one frag, and Jerry forces forward to get the final kill on Alien, and the pistol goes the way of forZe.
And what helped them so much was how quickly they were able to get into position. I love that info play out from the boost towards that short water. Yeah, it doesn't land on... Molly not going up towards the top of composition where there's 2 players here from the CTs. Jerry getting a crossfire out with zorte. They've already landed themselves a 5-on-3. Krad's got an opportunity of trying to trade it back, but the numbers game is not in favor of the T side at all.
Krad with that first frag in, zorte and Jerry falling. KENSI can get one good response in, but a 3-on-2 that favours the CT side overall, despite losing the connected control. KENSI still lurking back here, though. Taps and bursts through, seeing that player in the corner at point blank. The bomb carrier is going to try and trade places with him. Flick comes in to support. So it's all left to forZe on a 1 versus. They overwhelmed by the forZe account for the 2-0 start.
Run out for Monster.
Clearing close, NickelBack rounds that corner, gets the drive-by headshot in immediately. 2 CT standing, KENSI in particular on 12 points of health. A good piece of utility to his angle would take him out, but they've got no nades here for EPG family, and they're being suppressed despite getting the man advantage, waiting for more overextensions. That Molotov burns KENSI, and eventually the spray through the smoke catches him for dead. 2 versus 5, making it 1v5 as almazer falls in water, and zorte is left to save. For the T side, it seems like they're going to press on towards long and into the back lines of the A site, but
they've got to see if they can follow up. A little bit of missed utility out from the short pipe is actually going to disallow them from getting that control, but Alien takes the duel on zorte.
Coming out on top for the moment. Let's see whether that continues as the series rolls on. Right now, the M4's boosted. Again, that triple boost being set up, and they probably should start to get an inkling as to what's going on, assuming they're getting all the information. KENSI and forZe going back.
Aggressors right up towards Bank, but at least for the CT side, they know that he's here.
Oh, Krad just waiting for him to cross, get that kill in. Look for Jerry at the edge of the smoke, get that secondary kill, and Flitz's got a chance to the AWP, who doesn't miss. 2 kills for Alien. And
at least for 2 players in con, they want to get quite aggressive about this.
Oh, Krad takes that first fight. zorte gets that trade in. forZe spraying through the wall bangs. Alien still slow facing with the AWP, missing its shot against Jerry, so that's a 2-for-1. Favorable to the CT side this time. Is Jerry going to give up the angle, though? Seen by the AK flash in. KENSI gets another good kill. Jerry is traded, and EPG are fighting to get back onto the front foot here.
Yeah, they have no idea about the barrels play. This could be an easy kill up for Flit, just spamming through. The HG could finish off the job, so low HP. Lucky actually phased that. He's pushing quite far forward, but Flit reads the play. NickelBack's now stuck out from the short position. 1v3, he's got the bomb in his back, but he's gonna have to find these entries, and he's already given his position up.
Yeah, still gets a line up on a spray down, gets that first kill. Couldn't line it up on Flit, however. The
support, no one's coming out from Monster. It's just going to be a solo play, and he's out towards the B side with no more players in, but forZe still gets that pick. Trade comes back, Lucky now getting into the mix, and KENSI's seen him out on sides.
How has NickelBack had this much back control without being traded? The Mac 10 rounds the corner, does so much damage, continues facing on the site. Finally, he gets traded, but being a major thorn on that B defensive side, Flit now, the only player to defend on A, was initially rotating, but now watching the mid entrance, sees 2 and can't line up a spray to get a headshot or a kill. The bomb plant should be secured from here. KENSI's such low HP, it might be worthy of a save call for forZe.
Yeah, if they had more util, then maybe, but knowing that KENSI's on 19 HP, they've got a couple of kits in play, are they going to risk it? They're actually trying to jiggle pick. They might be trying to go for this.
Like he's ready, seeing the head of the first man, unable to line up the shot for it. Tag to 37, but KENSI goes falling in turn, so it's all left to almazer for the 1v3 clutch, and that's just not happening. Krad gets to their knowledge. Lacking particularly wary, the flash forward, and the firing squad actually picks apart 2 players, drops that bomb. Krad and Alien are there to trade it back, so they maintain control of the rifles. One is picked up by Jerry being seen, and actually wins a fight against the Lion, who blinks for a moment. 3v2, the T's have let quite a lot go to the favor of forZe. These are USPs only in this round, and so much damage being done.
Oh, the deagle's gonna come in. Another kill in from Jerry, and KENSI gets the last one. Towards connector though, that could be quite interesting. CT's trying to get in position, and another counter boost up towards short.
Let's play for exit frags. That might have to be workable here because the retake's only just coming in now with half the timer left. Lackey cleans up 2 frags as Krad goes falling in turn. forZe finds KENSI and Jerry and zorte. Now just zorte as the AWP picks up 1 and zorte trying his best to escape. Aliens landing bullets very close to his marker. And now all the pressure just gets too much for the AWPer. 3 kills. Flashes over M4. Waiting back behind tree and rock, swing back, sees that AWPer, gets that 1 kill, and NickelBack.
Sideline towards Monster.
Oh, zorte catches the AWP pick, NickelBack turns that AWP back around against him. KENSI is going to give away some information. Krad, when will he swing back? When will he try and find this player? Is he going to wait? He acts now, sprays onto the M4, takes it out. Flick counts off in at water. CSGO just looking to try and deny the plant from here. Sees NickelBack, going for the plant back. Chance available. He's won the round. He's won the round. That's all Jerry needed to do. Facing back on forZe to get him after time. The AWP trying to stay in. Tagged heavy from us. Still waiting at the signpost. almazer has a teammate in the back lines of the side. They swing with a flashbang. Perfect 2 kills from forZe and Krad. Krad follows suit on the trade of flip. 4 versus 2. Bomb plant. Safe call.
Yeah, how quickly that is over. And for forZe, they had everything right there. The rounds together is the big question because surely we can't continue going 1 for 1 until the end of that. I mean, maybe
do they have, and how much rotation potential do they have? As a player in mid that has to be isolated, the kill attempted to come in from NickelBack, gets that 1 frag. zorte there with the trade, tags up another forZe there with his response, and Krad there to cut off the M4 on the rotations. 4 versus 2 now to 1. Flip grabs that AK but can't do anything with it, and EPG just almost is ready around the corner, sees the shadow of 2, lines up the spray on 1. Damaged under the second, lucky there with the trade.
God, this is so slow, so damn slow. If this bomb gets dropped, this round could be over. Flint doing damage, forZe diving out towards the trap position, looking to follow up, and now the site's open, but there's a bit of contact coming through. The bomb gets dropped. Can it go down in time? They've got to deal with this last player. They can't deny the bomb, and it just goes down.
Why plant open on default like that? That could have been a disaster for EPG. zorte fighting back in a 1v3. They're also heavily tagged, so this clutch is on the table until a Lion shuts it down. 9-6 for EPG.
Coming in over the top. forZe aren't pouncing with it, though.
Now they are. Flip coming in close against NickelBack. NickelBack finds that kill. Flash over a monster. Lucky's going to get forced back onto the short control. Reflash back into the CT side. Takes a point-blank flight and wins it on 1 and 2. Looking for the 3rd headshot, and he gets it as well. Krad to follow suit in the back lines as NickelBack. If they make their way onto a very advanced angle at that long wall, then maybe it could work, but M4 boosted up instead. Alien trying to go for that kill. KENSI gets the trade. Krad, known as the boosting player, will try reposition as NickelBack falls next, and eventually those sprays through the smoke of the firing squad gets the kills together. Mid and long taken. forZe having the site. There's no way left back in. A 2v5 for Lucky.
Onto the weapons that they have, they'll be able to buy back around it. But a way back in on this second half now for forZe. They've got to be able to follow up, though. Look at how far forward he's going.
This could get interesting. I think they heard the footsteps. I think they know he's out here. Flash in, sees way too many T-side players, and they had no chance in that scenario. If the flasher connected to all of them and blinded off everyone, then maybe he gets away with a kill. But even then, the trade should be so quick. SMG close, M4 at the corner, NickelBack gets 1. They feed him up that secondary kill in a 1 versus 1. Flip takes the TK, almost costs his team the round, but does recover it with a kill back of his own. 14 HP though. The SMG of forZe could get this player. The M4 of Lackey going to try to see if he can come in and support the defensive, because this is going to be an 8 take at this stage. Sprays through the smokes, damage being done. Jerry wins the fight on forZe. It's all left to Lackey. 2 heavily tagged up players. Kill on the first, seeing the head of the second. Flick back to Flip. Edge of the smoke, now a 1-on-1. Swap into the AK as well, and the bomb will not get tapped. KENSI won't give the info.
He's just playing the mind games here. Does he want to stick it, tap it, stick the whole bomb? That's going to pull Lucky's attention back over.
Leaning forward. AK, swing, tap, burst, shoulder bait gets the kill instead for KENSI. Attempted it, but didn't get the frag. forZe finds Jerry, kicks things off on the right foot, turn away from the spray, 2-on-2, trying to make it 3, got close, but NickelBack's there with the wallbang spray to trade it. And a wonderfully played short hold there from forZe enables basically what is a round win for EPG. I say that, and Flair Oh, his back's turned to Elian. One CT player starting to wrap. This could be a kill. Yeah, headshot found. Now the AWP's got to respond towards it, but the bomb's making its way in from mid. Maybe this mispositioning from Flit could be enough to make their way in from bathrooms. Elian's got to get this kill. AWP battle turned away from Zorte's got it to an even standing.
CTs are coming quick in from Connector. They've got to get that bomb down safely. They plant it open for default. Lucky though, struggling. Then Flip finds a trade back to a 1v1 now.
AK swinging, has no info. Sees him now. Spray does damage. 46 HP versus 108. Close to land. Doesn't get the frag. Lands too deep. He switches out to the York, which is a bad call for Flip side. AWP and M4 as they look on to try and take face. Seeing two players. Spray back damage done. Krad finds the kill on KENSI to start things off. Try looking for the second player. Drops in against Jerry. Does a ton of damage. almazer finds Lackey in the interim. So it's a 4v3 as EPG get traded back. And almazer continues facing forZe close to sight. M4 fails the spray. NickelBack dealt with forZe with an SMG. So many tagged up players. But as Elian falls, he's the only man left. Need to be the backup dancer, but they're on the main stage. Krad's got to defend against both that and mid. He's focusing on the mid control. The Molotovs against his position will try and force forward. Great flash in from NickelBack support. Allows the
Pushed all the way up towards Connector, and they're rotating players back up towards the A side. Triple boost from the T's though.
Oh, shades of Katowice. Na'Vi pioneered that one. Elian taken out to the back lines, and that buys an opportunity now for the T side. Jerry follows suit on Krad, swing back at the end of that smoke for being seen. NickelBack in mid, found by KENSI. Two swings back with the kill, and that boost was perfect. Lackey's got to fall back and save.
PG family have got to echo. This could be forZe taking the lead.
It could well be.
PG family.
Molotovs as Krad forces forward, sees all three of them. From a boost angle, so it might not be that simple. He sees that one player crossing. Now the AWP of Lackey's got to try and support AWP to line up several. Sees one back at Grill. Player also close being known. Molotov's inbound. The bomb is dropped and they're stalling for time. CT's on the rotate to backstab. The short control being accounted for as the M4 waits out. Elian now getting towards heaven. Going to get flashed out for the moment as Lackey peeks back in. Sees another AWP field battle. Wins it against Zorte. Elian captures the only angle that KENSI's susceptible to. The bomb plant not yet secured. Jerry in the midst of that smoke. 21 HP. Catches forZe. Turns back a second. No. NickelBack drops that bomb in CT control. And Flit, what the hell is you doing? What was that? Catches off Lackey. But no further than that. Elian.
Or something from forZe to be able to clear him.
Sprays through, the flashes coming in. almazer gets that kill. Elian gets the collateral. Makes it 3. On for the quadra. Knows exactly where the last man is. Shot, Krad. Close, Elian sprayed, 16 HP. Is anyone going to check this corner? The attention's drawn out. KENSI keeps his eyes on, but Krad spray still lines up. NickelBack to support it. Will burn alive the Zorte's Molotov, and forZe deals with Flit. All left to Zorte in a 1 versus 4. He's got that first. He'll get one on Flit's part. If he gets a pick back, that might be the way in. AWP facing, no idea how close this T-side member is. One headshot found, second kill, not quite a 6. And even then, where is that bomb? It was dropped out there towards water, so depending on the sound cues, that might be more information gained, but forZe for NickelBack, I think he'll burn towards it, get forced out by the deagles, not killed off just yet. A large wraparound from one player close to the site. That's the bomb drop by Elian. As long as he locks this tiny cross, that'll be enough. He misses his shot a little bit low, so late to the reaction timings, so the bomb can get picked up, but SMGs make their way in. Zorte falls, all left to almazer. Got to force the bomb plant. It's not going to happen. 6 the utility basis, and Krad is so ready for this underpass control. Will they check his angle? Yes, they will. They get that opening frag.
It seemed like he had the read, but just not quick into the trigger. Great crosshair placement coming through from the T side. And now Lucky's being forced forward out from CT. Does gun that first, but no more than that. A side being completely opened up now.
Yeah, Elian and Lackey both falling. NickelBack also quick to follow suit. All left to forZe in a 1-on-4 situation, and what will end up being pretty much no chance in this round. Whether he saves or goes for it, it won't matter. This is a pistol to the favor of forZe, and to their credit, they have had a lot of great pistol rounds, especially in the start of the last map up. They got that 3-0 beginnings, and EPG family were forced to have to bring it back. forZe is getting a couple of decent exit frags. If he was on the defense towards the B side, then maybe this could have been a decent way in. Look at all the taps to the heads. 4 kills for Jerry, 3 overall for forZe. Get that little experience to the younger players, and Elian's gonna utilize that to great effect as he picks apart the first frag on almazer. Straight headshot with that scout. Didn't see any of those coming in the last round for him or for Lackey. And Jerry's already made his way straight up into the back lines of the A site, finds his 2 kills, doesn't quite make it 3. So damage has been done to the CT side. 2 on 2. forZe sees one out in the open, but doesn't quite react towards KENSI. Now NickelBack revealed his position, trying to go for that deagle to win the 4 long-range battles, and actually gets Flair. Hold on. 400 IQ. KENSI has no idea. See the head. Oh my God, he's done it. I cannot believe you, NickelBack. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing.
That's sick. That is such an insane read. It looked like for a moment he was just going to read.
What a read. And that sets EPG up. Double op setup in. NickelBack and KENSI in with his first couple of frags. The AWP of Elian turns it to a 2-for-1.
Yeah, they found their impact.
Smokes on, flashes over. Jerry watching with Krad peeking out. Jerry will take some damage. zorte dealt with. Jerry falling. almazer 1 on 4. We'll catch Krad at least, and that secondary kill. Turns around for the 3rd spray. Doesn't quite get it together. We'll try and secure the bomb plant instead.
AWP hasn't got him for a wall bang as of yet for Elian, and this could still be on. Smoke down towards that left outside. Nade comes back in, a lot of damage. Looking to try and take the fight and takes it back to a 1v1.
Now I'm take it towards Dark, tapping it. almazer forced to peek out, gets the headshot and wins it.
Making sure that he's clearing out this position, get a one-on-one trade at minimum. Elian's going to look out towards connector. All comes down to the frags being found. First one comes through.
No
That's
way.
the second. almazer, he doesn't know what's going on. How does he not know?
Where was the comms? What is going on in this game? 400 IQ to 4 IQ in a matter of 3 rounds, and Elian continues fragging. KENSI at least gets Lackey to trade, but he's down on 20 points of health. Him and zorte trying to form back up here in mid and connector. They've got forZe over on that B side with the deagle. 40 seconds to the clock for forZe to act, and the AWP of zorte still ready to frag. Gets us back to within 20 seconds. Deagle. Good shot, bomb dropped, all left to zorte in another 1v3 situation. Looking on with 10 seconds running, trying to switch out to the AK, but that's the window that forZe needs to win the fight.
Just catches a pixel.
Doesn't get the shot though, instead it's Elian with the kill, NickelBack with a follow-up. The short control gets cleaned up by the M4 and AWP. forZe also chimes in. 1 player at jail, almazer no information towards it, sees Elian, tries to take the spray towards that player and does damage but no kill. Slick meanwhile acting out towards ladder room, gets his kill in as almazer falls the bomb.
All the way up towards the apartments. forZe needs to look over towards that right-hand side. Does actually lose the fight, gets the information onto Fled. There's just more CTs falling at this point.
Brad's got the position ready here with the SMG. Should be an easy enough kill with how low Flit is. I think the shoulder bait got the information out. Actually, gives him the isolated 1v1, but 10 seconds. Now Lackey just got to hold this angle. There's no time for Flit here. There's no way you can win this round. Unless he decides to, yeah, no time. Shot out, easy kill. Still 3 casualties. Krad in the midst of this smoke. Does Jerry catch him? Yes, he does. Takes some damage for it. Meanwhile, Lackey with the AWP again back at CT finds KENSI to a 4-on-4. Faces out to the open site, expecting there to be some Palace presence, but that gap given up by almazer allows the kill to come in. Flit out. Got to keep his head ducked down. Jerry not going to be in this position. zorte, check-in spray, transfers back to do damage, really stall for time. zorte cannot afford to fall, and NickelBack still gets that kill in, leaving Flit standing as the last man on the site, but with no bomb, no plant, and no chance.
Yeah, save onto the AK. He's got no other option. And that's the weakness of going for a large over-rotation about that is, yes, you've got control of the B side, but they don't know about under...
Re-smoke it on a CT side, expecting there to be a double pump. Flash is going over, still going to force forward. The AWP unable to stabilize. Krad back at Firebox. Will he get checked? Yes, he will. He goes down for it. NickelBack forces forward and still ends up falling. So, no casualties sustained by forZe, not even damage sustained by forZe. Very awkward hold there from EPG.
Elian towards Sandwich isn't able to find anything. That's a perfect exit to come through from forZe, and that's going to put the confidence back up there.
Still with the AWP in play. I've seen very little of the double AWP setup so far in this last few rounds. zorte still finds the kill. It's back at the ramp control. KENSI has absolutely no idea. Those footsteps will be heard, and Lackey It's going to wait for an overextension. Zorte actually going to get back in with the AWP. Not checking it. Kill comes in. Krad responded towards AWP, and almazer responds back in his life.
Well, that was even a little bit sloppy from forZe in that state. forZe does get the pick off, looking to try and see if he could follow up, but not going to happen. They know that NickelBack's out here towards the B side, so he could even fall to Flit. Not going to happen. An AK can be picked up, but when I mean sloppy, they go for the opening man advantage duel position, try and see if he can get that pick off from mid. almazer even getting naded down. Oh, great shot coming out for the AWPer, but so the same for almazer.
Gonna try and readjust it from Alien's part, and the AWP's been seen here by the M4. Krad catches a lot of pressure for his own right. Swing, dropping down, lining up two players, doing all the damage to Flit and some to Jerry, and now a 3-on-3. The bomb can cross. It's all a case of timing. The flick of Alien not connecting the second phase goes the way of Flit instead.
Jeez, that's ballsy. White swing out towards market. He lands it onto the AWPer, and now it comes down into the retake. Lucky and NickelBack coming out for the market position. Spot two players out to the site, but the entries have been perfect here for the T side. There is a bit of a trade back, meaning that Lucky's now the 1-versus-2, waiting for another swing, but they peek together out towards the very coming through, not landing any damage. Flit's just running.
Looking for the opening frag. KENSI catches Krad to open things up. 4 HP and forced away from the connector control. Meanwhile, Lucky's about to see the smoke clear against almazer. Oh, the angle's so off for the CT player, so the kill comes in for the T-side member instead. Frag found, 5-on-3. NickelBack faced in towards 2, and the AWP of Alien left with forZe to make the impossible round happen. Swing on Flit, does give up his life, but the bomb plant comes in, and Alien's found.
Yeah, no chance forZe is going to be able to win this. Bit of a duel out towards CT will go his way, but he's still got another 3 to find. Does have a kit in favor, but for forZe, they just don't need a peek here. They could just hide, try and play the timeout. A little bit of a walk coming through further over towards the jungle position, and forZe just gets caught out by CT. Nice kill coming through from KENSI. 8 on...
Flit being seen. He's got to win this first fight against Krad, and Krad just can't quite get the headshot. Neither can Flit return. Instead, zorte will catch him baiting back into the connector control. Flashes it on KENSI, will force him out of the open. Still gets the headshot on Lucky, but on plant will be secured in the interim.
Yeah, so many players still alive, though, for the City side, and even KENSI's going to beat them to the smoke. forZe gets a pick back, but they need a little bit more, and forZe is still alive, kicking on the side, looking to see if he can combine him from his teammate, but not to be. Some very nice pistol shots coming in, and for EPG family, it seemed like they wanted to have just a little bit of movement and control down towards the bottom of connector, but that boost up towards the short position allowed so much info and a lot of damage to come through.
As they make their way up and out into the connected control. 2 players standing. 17 seconds. KENSI gets NickelBack. Bombs making its way up the site. Third man on rotate is going to try to get distracted by forZe as Alien falls next to zorte's hands, doubling up against Lucky. Bomb dropped in the open. 2 left standing for EPG. 1 left standing for EPG. And no chance to hell for Krad. This will be 10 for forZe.
Jeez, that's an awful outcome, really.
We look at it from M4 straight up and over for forZe, trying to force the issue. Jerry sees where Krad is. Krad still wins that fight. An all-important one. We're taking very minimal damage here. Is he expecting Flit? No, he's not. That kill comes in pretty effectively with the M4. He closes in against Alien, finds the kill on him. Man advantage tipping back to the favor of forZe. What these slow rounds have led to is very confident stasis from these guys. KENSI in with a pick back at dark. almazer dealt with 2-on-2. One more CT being seen, and they've got all the info to work with. They just have to force the issue to one angle, and we can't even do it out of mid. NickelBack will find an escape through the murder hole. Can he clutch this on the B site again?
He's got only 43 points of health, but how does he reposition himself? Fast rotate coming through from the short position of Flit. NickelBack trying to use the util out towards the side, take the fight straight away, and turn it into the 1v1.
How much does he know? He surely must get the footsteps out of this stage. Now he knows. Looking to market door. Gets the spray for that 3K. And once again, big regular rifles of the CT side. Yes, the economy for them is broken, but it's reset potential that APG need to follow suit upon, else they'll be reset themselves. 1-for-1 trade. Be there and connect to nobody is, or at least Alien is back up passive. Jerry not expecting. He sees him. He gets that kill in the end. A bit too passive, but exposing. Now Jerry's going to come in with a crossfire. Shot missed out, 2 players get past him. Jerry is overwhelmed by forZe. Now he's got to wait back there. He knows that AWP is in position, but that's the bomb. It's got to cross back in. Flash will force zorte off angle, so the plant will be found. Open, potential. almazer finds that 1 frag. Mac 10 sneaks in the back lines, and now the plant can come in safe.
Yeah, 2v2, AWP could be picked up from Krad, but the CTs are coming quick in from Connector. Krad with the AWP misses that shot. forZe now has to deliver, and it all comes down to almazer to try and win out the clutch. 1v2, out towards triple, already given his position away. And for EPG family, they just can't isolate 1v1s. Krad with the AWP out from CT is going to win another big round.
Ready with the AWP. Shot on, takes Lucky. Trying to respond back with the wall bangs a second time in a row. Elian's gone for that. From EPG. ropz watching the ramp control. Chance available for the swing. No, almazer looks back at the right moment. And Jerry trades places. Trying to get up on top. 4-on-3 scenario. AWP of Elian going to fade facing upon here. Close range position, missing his first shot. Allows the kill to return. 2 left standing. AWP shots back. Mat 10. Turning up the damage as Krad gets found, and so does NickelBack. Blind by almazer's shot.
Now, an EPG family, that streak of a few's now been ended.
Oh, what a shot from zorte. And they're going for the wallbangers again this time. He's not going to fall for it. Gets one of his own to return. Krad with one response back in the apartments, but the bomb's been dropped in mid. The CT swarm that position. In short, EPG just can't get it back, but Elian is still... Time to reposition, which is what Elian's done. Back out of mid-control onto Connector. Whoa, doesn't win the fight against zorte, so it's all left to Krad. Trying to make his way through that murder hole. Duck down, AUG. Watching the angle, that's a good headshot. Opening up the scaffold and the AWP slow facing from zorte. Wins that fight pretty easily. Krad in particular. KENSI taking a ton of damage to the Mat 10. Flip supporting. Jerry is tagged up initially, getting that kill together. KENSI is tagged so heavily, and that's the best kill that EPG can really force out. The AWP. zorte's watching from Ticketboo. 5-on-4 gain, line up the spray for Flick, getting himself 3 kills total. Lucky gets that trade together. Jerry responded 2 as well. But still a man advantage for forZe. Have they seen the AWP? They have. Doesn't stop almazer from getting the trade. All left to Lucky.
To deal with the crossfire from 2 players. zorte with the AWP and the AK from almazer. Try and swing out wide. Catch that first play here. The footsteps of the second, but can't quite find it. 15 now on the
point for forZe. And this could be the end of EPG's undefeated streak. AUG sprayer Jerry just past the smoke. Gets NickelBack. Lucky's there with a response, but even he is tagged low.
Oh, Elian's got a bit of a lurkout from the apartment, seeing if they can scramble the rotates out towards A. Krad's been able to get an important kill, but the numbers game is still not here for the T's. They've got position. Flash over the top out from CT. Look to take the fight onto zorte, but he's too deep.
2 CTs on the wraparound, so they better be ready of the ramp retake. And zorte leaning close with the AWP, scoped in. Lucky, back turn, but also behind hard cover. Sees the shot, sees the kill. All on Krad with the Galil. 1v3, grabs that AK. Got a second CT back there, though he has no information to it. Spoke to buy some cover. Bomb closed off for him. I think it's on default. Yeah, he's lost this. It's over. It's 16 for forZe. EPG, a very poor close part.
Running left and right out towards mid, trying to see what he can find up towards a short position. Elian trying to see if they can take the duel straight away, and at least that tap to start off the 5-on-4.
G continue facing here, and NickelBack in particular out to the longer house, being seen. Tap up. USP of zorte gets his own dome. Now Jerry looks for his own headshot. zorte stealing them away. Jerry gets that kill on Krad, and it's all to 2 players left for the EPG family. NickelBack not checking his corners, and Elian, all that remains. The one tap of his P250 is all that is tagged to 19. Still forces very far forward. He's very dangerous about this. He's probably going down. No, he gets away with the kill. AUG dealt with by Elian. Looking on against the T-side forces. There is another kill back of Flit. Jerry following suit on Krad. They will catch them off guard, splitting in from mid to B. So actually, they get the B side under their control and start to go for the retake. 3-on-2. They're heavily tagged on the forZe rifles. Forcing one player out to that back corner. NickelBack watching the entries from the mid position. Gets that one frag, not that second. zorte dealt with by forZe instead as he gets his 2 frags in. And the first round. M4's deagle. Is that a deagle or a 5-7? I can't tell from KENSI. Either way, 1 frag in from zorte combining with almazer's spray. Kicking things off on the right foot for the CT side.
Yeah, forZe are putting a lot of early pressure on towards the EPG family side. A little bit of a crossfire being set out from mid. And if they do push far forward, that could be the chance for Jerry. I say that, and he just gets spammed.
On the B side here, again, the most exposed of them both, but also two players pushing up long. They're going to go mid to B regardless. The AWP is in, and NickelBack is out. Instant shot. forZe can catch them off from the B door, so now Twistzz got a lot of pressure from all the entries into the site itself. Will try to get away with one more frag before he goes down. Unsuccessful in doing so, so was a man disadvantage.
Yeah, they can't retake this. Even forZe getting in with the AWP. That was a nice, great shot to start off from Flip, but needed to follow up. almazer does commit to the fight out from forZe, but a 1v2 still staying around, wanting to have a little bit of crack at this. And now he might want to try and go for it, but not to be. EPG family, this is 2 rounds.
Smokes are going down, and almazer catches the kill on Lucky to start. NickelBack trades it back on Jerry to a 4 versus 4 situation. Now the CTs act against Krad, making his way out from mid doors. Not expecting there to be a CT player out there in the B-site entries. Twistzz all alone though. A secondary kill might be enough to set up the retake, or is he going to hold it on his lonesome? He's spraying through forZe to take the 13, but caught out in the open thanks to the flashbang that keeps him blind. The bomb can go down here, but almazer is still set to deny from tunnels.
Yeah, someone's got to be able to watch this backstab, and at the moment, no one's got eyes on this. Alien's looking to try and take a fight straight away out towards the B doors. The timing is not great for him. forZe getting the kill, though, but there is a trade coming back, and now it's all down to KENSI. They know he's here towards the upper tunnels. Flash over the top. The T side can just work a crossfire between them. KENSI has got to try and isolate these 1v1s, trying to just burst out towards the side. Knows the NWP's up close, and Alien's going to hit the shot. A 4th on the board now for EPG for a little bit longer. Look to try and swing out. Does he know about Lucky? At least looking to pre-aim the position. Flash over the top. Great opening find.
Time perfectly placed against them. They're all going to get blinded off and firing away. Going to give the information away. Jerry finds a kill out towards mid meanwhile, and the M4 waits and baits. Sees at least one. Molotov will burn him very low. He still gets away with the kill. And now player a car. Jerry there from the doors gets the likes of forZe, drops that bomb, and now Alien has to save his weapon.
Yeah, hold on to the AWP. Hope that he doesn't get hunted down. There is a bit of info play coming through from mid, so should be able to hold on to this AWP. No hunt close enough, I think, with the time left on the clock. And closest player is almazer, but
fast plays out of the T side into this next round. 1-for-1 on the trade. EPG feeling like they're getting a bit desperate with some of these fast, aggressive moments. Finding a 1-for-1 with damage being done. The AWP of Alien does turn onto almazer at least, so that's a good kill. Flashbang against him, zorte with the AWP missing his own shot to return back. It's a obvious battle, doesn't go either way. Smoke down for Alien, knowing that he's sandwiched, seeing those last 2 CTs, so now they have info on all of them. Still zorte catches that bomb carrier. Tech 9 in for Alien, overwhelming the numbers game. And Krad, the player that looked for that first kill, damaged up so heavily in the early round, will grab that bomb and now try to get it to sight.
Yeah, zorte's been able to fight a couple, drop down towards CT. Now, there's no way they could deny this bomb from going down. It allows Krad to be able to reposition, but does he still think there's short presence?
Moving closer. Try and catch off an angle. Time is running short on forZe. Incendiary's up. zorte finds the pick in. Gets the round together for the forZe camp. The defuse kit on KENSI should have enough time, even though he dropped off the elbow position. Get the defuse in for the forZe side and go 5-all against EPG. It was very, very slowly paid from the last T-side member, and in the end just caught looking the right.
Peek up on towards the AWP. Finally, they've got a smoke down on towards the side that gives them some safety. AWP duel actually goes the way of Alien, and the bomb gets planted at 4v4.
Krad finds almazer to return to a 4 versus 3. Flip moving closer, flashes inbound. Flip trying to find his angle. The AWP watching. M4 sees the likes of forZe, gets it to a 3-on-3 again. Focus fire of the AWP, unable to land. Krad gathers his 1-to-1 response. Jerry gets back into against him, and a Lion desperate with the AWP to find some kills, missing every shot and missing his chance to secure one for EPG. It's a 6th up for forZe as they take the lead again.
They did everything right on that team.
Gotta remember that Dust 2 is also well played and well won by forZe's camp as well, so can't be shocked that this is a back and forth brawl. Come back to that in a moment because there's still further engagements in the early round here from Krad and Lucky. They the trades against their fallen teammates on the longhouse, 3-on-2. Alien with the AWP loses out to zorte, so it doesn't quite last for much longer. Back to evens on a 2-on-2, and they're not aware of the player a car, thinking they might have all committed. Lucky's giving it up. Spray on a second man. Wonderfully played. So patient from him. And
was doing a lot of damage. Elliot not seeing anything over the top of that smoke. There is a quick player up for mid. And Flit actually has the balls to peek into him.
Alien trying to adjust with the flick back, but the kill goes the way of the CT player. Damaged up to 17 HP, sure, but a 5-on-4 advantage for the CT side. Lucky's going to try to recover that orb, but they're going to hear it. Calling that information to know it's still in play as they go towards A once again through the smoke. zorte gets one above it, I believe. KENSI follows suit on forZe, and there's two left standing for the EPG family. Both on short. NickelBack trying to go for a quick bomb plant. Couldn't account for the player at Goose. And Lucky, great flick. Only landing a leg shot, only landing a tag. And almazer closes out the half at 10 to... Oh, shot on Krad. What a start for EPG. Spawn now. Well, Jerry will take fight against Lackey instead. Not even opting to go for the silent route. He'll get the kill back in against one to a 4-on-4. But now the CTs will realize that there might still be a rotation inbound from forZe. That's exactly what's going on here. Out towards mid. KENSI's going to fight. So will the bomb carrier, but KENSI wins one out against the Lion.
Oh, now Jerry's coming back in from the lower tunnels. He doesn't check out towards the right-hand side. They've got that info from forZe, who taps up again. And now zorte is the last one left with the P250, but he's got to try and recover this bomb.
It's out on short. He's got that one great tap. Needs two more headshots. A 1v3 clutch for him. Smoke back. Caught with utility in his hand as forZe gets the 3K and EPG. AK's on forZe. Look at the charge down mid for Flit and two other players alongside him. SMG still gets those two picks for Lackey. So much investment taken away by one small boy, one small SMG. That nade should finish off KENSI as well. And that's probably round over for EPG now. Easy for zorte and almazer. NickelBack. Seeing one, spraying awkward. Does connect damage to the second as well with the kill coming in. Scout shot on Alien. Finishes off the last.
Start walking up and they can get over towards the A side quick.
NickelBack ducked down behind the default box. His smoke there to combine a little bit more cover so the flashbang can clear. A second one comes in, he's blind as the back, but so's Jerry. Eventually he combines with almazer to get 3 kills between them. M4 of Krad can't do anything. And forZe just need that little momentum break to get the bomb plant and force Lucky to save in a 1v5. No sort of response at all. And that enables us to be in...
forZe quite solo out towards the B side. Maybe a boost to come through from Alien to look out towards the lower tunnels. The T side were doing the...
Including that bomb carrier, the M4 of NickelBack drawing some noise away. Re-smoke on, but almazer just caught as it starts to fade. Good shot from Alien. Double.
Get that smoke down from CT, get zorte involved, but the defensive is here.
And Lucky doesn't miss. Shot on. Flit trying to find something, but nothing given away by EPG. That is a confident response to what was a confident round previously from forZe. We go 11-all to the board, and with the money line being where it is, it's time to be concerned here. Bash in, good shot. Alien. 28 seconds, the AWP of Alien is backed up. Krad seeing one player, wide face from NickelBack, catches almazer. The bomb plant will come down short as Krad is dealt with. It's a 4v3 retake for the CT side.
A couple of CTs, might even be 3 in total, looking to go up towards a short position, and that's where forZe are playing from. Flash over the top from Flit, sees the first, but doesn't know about the rest.
NickelBack falling, forZe giving away his angle, and the blind spray still comes up good to trade back. He's got 3 kills so far. Can he make it 4 against Lucky? No, he can't. The AWP's now on for the retake. 2v2. No gun barrel seen, no info called out to a line. He does see one man backed up. AK swap, 2 sprays good, but not good enough for Lucky. And Alien's out of there, holding the AWP, giving it away to forZe, a 12th as the T's maintain their lead and continue to go blow for blow above EPG.
Now he's starting to reposition out towards big box.
Jerry Scene takes Alien's head off. Instantly in with a frag, and now they're just going to storm the A site, rushing straight out of short. The M4 trying to find an angle here for Krad. The Molotov will force him out in the open. That spray's so awkward, and NickelBack desperately trying to hold on. His sprays and bursts aren't as good either. And now Lucky and forZe know that they've got no chance left in this. They've got to fall back and save. Get at least some exit frags, but Flit coming in to support. almazer cleaning up the last. And
that's almost 18 months ago, Jay.
And with the way that they're playing, or at least lay the groundwork to do so here with this tournament victory. NickelBack. Oh, there's a swing upon. Krad gets that responsive frag in at least. Flashbang over. Was going to double dip for it, I think. Nades are inbound, and the AWP misses. Krad gets a secondary kill. Not quite the third, but a 3-on-2 player at CT spawn. forZe's got to win his fight. Sees the player dropping, bursts through on the first face, and goes falling for it. Lackey, a 1v3 clutch. Is he just a Lackey, or is he a star? Now's the moment to prove it right here. Being known, Molotov tries to they can force him away from the bomb plant position. Uses the no-scope, second face against zorte. The pistol comes out, he wins the round. Ropz accounted for it, he can't afford to go down. He takes a leg shot from zorte. The SMG and NickelBack catches that first kill on KENSI. Close range at Card, taps through on Jerry, gets one kill to respond. And Alien turns that scout into a headshot. This is a 4v3 for EPG now. And the AWP takes its fight back over on the CT side. Catch the spray, NickelBack just about gets that kill. Drops that bomb in the open, Jerry's got to go back for it. His teammate's got to act meanwhile to tunnels, tapping on Lackey's head. NickelBack takes the swing, and EPG family stay alive for one angles. But Alien's going to be the first contacting player, and that flick is great on zorte. Has he found the rhythm again? Been quiet in the last couple of rounds. He gets that first frag, but the T's offer him no more here.
Yeah, they're slow playing this, and the A-stack is just completely stacked up. Alien again, another great shot to follow up with 2, and it is cleanup time. Flips
13 to the board of EPG family. A huge play from Alien, as you mentioned. Keeping them could pay off in troves. M4 round the corner, sees KENSI. Takes the fight on Jerry, but Jerry wins out the duel. 5-on-4 game by forZe now.
Mistake comes through, but they've got to be able to follow up. Alien only gets one with the AWP, and now the rush comes through towards the short position. Or does it? They're cutting off the rotations out from mid, but only a tag coming through.
AWP landing the leg shot, 20 seconds, and they're going to commit towards B. They're going to do it right now. Setting up smokes down towards the CT cross. KENSI been seen, and the bomb drops. That's round over. No one can get to it in time. Drop in from almazer. Does find one good kill, but forZe responds to the B side, and almazer's going to get all these picks one-on-one. forZe hides, stays alive, and we go to round 30. EPG family getting back up for both forZe and EPG. The AUG will move forward to Krad. Alien's ready with the AWP on the short lock once again, but Krad strikes, gets that first frag on KENSI. That's a good start. zorte gonna go AWP v AWP battle, and the all-important one we look for all day, and zorte wins it out.
What an important frag to start coming up, but they don't know about the off angle. NickelBack is just staring.
The utility thrown over by the AWP. Second player is here towards the A side defensive, and now that bomb is cornered, needing support from Flick to come forward. The Galil waiting, being tapped out of position. They're going to check it. Back to turn. Chance to strike. There comes the kill. 2v2. Where is the last man? Here on the site. forZe got to swing. Got to get this kill. And indeed he does. Flick to clutch it. Dropping in a CT. No, he waits back and goes back to elbow. 10 seconds. Got to plant this bomb real quick. Find forZe. That's a flick to the head. But 1v1 Lucky. Not going for the jump face. Sees his man. AK with a swing. Can Flick win this on the clutch? Sees the head and wins the spray. 6